I should have been prepared. I just be trying to get started right away. So my bad for not being prepared, but let's get into this work. Why do I got to get back on the train? Yes, sir. You know, I was watching Kevin Hart yesterday, right? I was watching Funny at AF. And the one thing I took from that show was that there was comics that had been doing comedy. You know, a lot of them got far in the competition. A lot got cut because it is a competition, right? Let me turn on So what I took from this show was, hey man, you're not gonna always make it. Everything's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have a lot of downfalls, but you have to pick up and keep moving. I just kept hearing, this person has been studying, you know, has been doing comedy for this long. This person has been doing comedy for this long. Then there were some people that hadn't been doing it long at all, but were really good, right? What am I talking about? You're gonna have ups and downs. You have to stay consistent. Yeah. And, you know, the ones that keep pushing, those are the ones that persevere. So, you know, both of my channels are really slow right now. You know, it kind of had me down a little bit. I told myself, well, you know what? Let's keep going. So, I already wanted to invest in myself. I bought some lights, some soft boxes, some diffuser boxes. Cut the music. So I got some soft boxes, some diffuser boxes, you know, some tilt stuff, and basically everything I need to improve my lighting. I was gonna, you know, buy a new camera, but I think my camera's good. I really feel like I need to just, have better lighting. So that's on the way, but I don't want to talk you guys' head off because that's not what the title says. So let's get into this Adin Ross and FaZe. I don't know anything about these guys, but I'm about to transition and y'all are going to have to get into it. If not, y'all going to have to get up out of here. So let's get into this.
Nah, is that an IRL?
Please. Oh my god.
He's got an IRL backpack and some designer shit. What is that?
It's Chrome.
Chrome Heart IRL backpack.
Nah, he's gotta be
Do
Chrome.
y'all care about the Chrome stuff like that?
This dude just has a Chrome Hearts fucking IRL backpack.
I don't really care.
Well, Cat, that's all I know.
G
G-Money right there in that bag.
To me, it doesn't make sense.
You're weird.
Literally.
You're paying for silver and not a lot of it.
This is... I don't think this is gonna end good. We'll see.
Why do you think you don't think it's gonna end good?
This chat is so bad, bro.
It's all emotes.
Yeah,
No.
it's all, like, why do you think it's emote only, dude? You know it's bad if you have to do emote only. Like, I've never even done that.
See, I don't even know what they're talking about.
This is cool intro, though.
This is cool. If no
Noah got me, FaZe Bang got me.
If
Oh,
no
no.
one else,
Everybody
Shut the
trying to
fuck.
be
If
artistic.
no one else sees it in
I'm
the
tired
chat.
of everybody
If no
being
one else- yeah.
artistic. How you gonna get mad at somebody for being
if no one sees this vision,
inventive? Hold on, y'all.
go away or go alone.
This is the most embarrassing, shameless shit I've ever had in my life. You know,
Wait,
I'm
what?
fanatic sad. I have sleeping into spitting. I have bangs in the bottom right of my corner. Like, I'm just bad.
Hey, Banks, we can't see it, buddy.
I don't gamble.
Aww.
So is he the new FaZe?
I like the intro though. It's cool.
Yeah, this is cool. It's different. Chad, you like this intro? WL intro.
Come on, Chad. You have to even if you don't like them. I like. Well, come on. It's a cool intro.
WL just made everything.
They're saying no.
Yep. Man. Who's getting exposed?
Cheezer, he's mogging.
He is a mogger.
This is a
Uh-oh.
crazy ass room.
Hold on. He's about to start talking it. Hold on.
Yep.
Alright, when the song's over, it's wrapping up right
What the
now.
hell? This is all live. This is pre-recorded.
Figure it out. Fix it. Switch it. Switch. Are we live?
Oh, that was cool.
Good.
What did he do? I missed
Wow.
it. I be trying to see all the stuff.
Switch it.
Switch it.
Switch. Are we live?
Oh, that was cool.
Good.
What's the difference? I mean, what did he do?
Wow.
Went to a different view.
This is crazy.
I need stuff for my backup here.
I'm
My
FaZe
background,
Banks and
y'all.
I'm live in 2026. Wow. Yeah, I'm not a streamer, clearly, as you guys can see. I'm on a set right now and I'm live streaming, but I'm not a streamer. I will be live every
Nick Fuentes
Thursday at
set
this
up.
time, 1 p.m. PST for the remainder of the year, and we'll get into why around 1:30. I have something to show you guys and reveal something I've been working really hard on.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'll be live at least every Thursday. I might spark up on a random Tuesday night if I have to say some shit. And we're gonna get into all of it. But
Oh,
the first thing
shit.
I want to say, first and foremost, is how incredibly grateful I am to just be here. I'm incredibly grateful for my entire career, my entire life. Everybody in this chat right now, whether you've been following me for 15 years and love me, or you despise me,
Cheezer, are they being mean to him?
I appreciate it all the same. And just the
Same
fact
chat.
that you guys care about anything
It's
that
just
I've
the
ever
most
done,
good.
anything FaZe has ever done, anybody ever affiliated or associated with FaZe, you've changed my life. You've changed all of their lives. Our employees, like I'm living a dream. My life is quite literally a dream come true. So don't at any point in any of this feel sorry for me or anybody else for that matter. Honestly, if you know what I mean, if you find yourself feeling sorry for a streamer that makes $300,000 a month, then I don't know. We're all living a dream. We're all extremely lucky.
I
think
gotta
it's
get
really important,
focused.
that we talk about that more and just, you know,
I need it.
pay attention to that and just express that gratitude. And I really
Give
am.
me
I
10.
truly am
Just
so
give me
grateful.
10.
This is my entire life. This is all that I know. And I'm FaZe Banks, and it's fun. I mean, I'm not technically in FaZe right now. Nobody is. We'll get into all that, but
Ooh.
and what that looks like. But oh man, this last few months has been crazy. The last couple years has been even crazier, and the entire history of FaZe has just been an absolute movie. It's been a horror film in a lot of ways, but it's been a movie nonetheless. And you guys still care about it. And again, just one more time, thank you so much for caring. Yeah. So
I gotta get into FaZe. I don't really.
without
know
further
what
ado,
they're
let's get into it. Why everybody's here. My tweet yesterday, my trailer. Thank you everybody who watched that. The feedback was way better than I thought it would be. Obviously, the same old tired. I'm old. I get it. And FaZe is dead. Give it up. We expected that, and honestly, I'm not mad at it. But yeah, people care, and I appreciate it. The truth about FaZe, the tweet. The truth about FaZe, and people ran with it. New FaZe members, this, that. What's he gonna say? The FaZe files. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just say it right here, right now. There's gonna be none of that. We're not sharing conversations. We have absolutely. There's no bad blood. This next 15, 20 minutes for me is really gonna be a turning of the page. And I just wanted to talk to you guys from the chest, from my heart.
Brother, appreciate
I don't have
you
any
being
notes.
here.
This isn't scripted.
That's
I'm
clearly.
speaking from the chest, and I felt like
Wait, I
that was
thought you
very,
were
very
gonna talk.
important for me to do.
Yeah, I thought he's
And I felt
exposed.
like it was very important for me to do that live. Because I just want you guys to see me and hear me. And yeah, the truth about FaZe, the truth is, I think that everybody lost. I think that I lost. I think that the boys lost. I think that FaZe, of course, lost. And I think the biggest loser in all of this is you guys, to be honest. The audience, the viewer. What we built with FaZe over the last 2 years was incredible. It was special. It was honestly a miracle. We all felt it. We all knew it. And we all had this common goal and this common point of bringing this thing back. And it started kind of exactly where we're at now. I was in a room alone. There was a couple people there with me, but for the most part alone.
Marky, no chips, bro.
And I had this vision on how to bring FaZe back, and in a dream, really, to bring FaZe back because I hated the state it was in. This thing means a lot to me. It's a huge part of my life. It's the most important thing I've ever done and likely ever will do. So, yeah, and the irony is we did it, but now it's in a worse spot in a lot of ways than it's ever been. So it's like, man, like it's crazy ironic and it's insane, but we built something incredible that so many people enjoyed. And that's why, you know, I'm clearly super emotional about this. So are they, so are you guys. And again, I appreciate that. I don't think any one party is better off without the other. I still to this day wish that we could have figured it out. Genuinely, I think that we were all much better off together. I think that we operated as a all-star team, and it's just a shame that we couldn't get aligned. And that's all.
All right, so are y'all familiar with the FaZe clan and why this is a big deal? I've heard of the FaZe clan. I'm just now getting into the streaming world. I am about to engulf myself in it and learn everything. But if y'all know anything, let me know. If y'all are on the Kick app watching, appreciate you being here. If y'all are on the Purple app watching, appreciate you being here as well. Follow up, man. Support me. I'm trying to get into this. Let's keep going.
Honestly, like where things went wrong. We just couldn't get aligned. There were two halves to this brand and this company. One was very much in front of the camera. That's the part that you know. And then we have a whole other side in the back. And that's where over the last few months, like I have to just fully take accountability and just accept the fact that that's where I went wrong in this. That's where I fucked up. A couple other parts we'll get into, don't worry, but mainly the alignment. And I wish I could plead ignorance. I really do. I wish I could say, fuck, I didn't know, dude, like mistake, whatever, but I did know. I did. My entire career, I've ignored contracts and deals. I've signed bad deals. I've been fucked over. I haven't paid attention to this boring stuff because that's not me. That's not for me. But I assumed this role as CEO. I sold the boys a dream on FaZe being the biggest thing ever. And we succeeded. We succeeded on the vision. Everybody's much better off because of it. But then you guys gotta understand my POV and like my partner's POV because I sold business people on this as well.
What are your thoughts?
About this?
I'm about to look this
Funds
up.
He
And
hasn't
see
said
what
shit
this
yet.
is
This whole
about.
thing cost millions and
'Cause I
millions of
don't know.
dollars.
I thought he was exposing
And I
them.
told them I
thought
have
he
this
was
vision, I
too.
have this
That's
plan,
why I'm
and
here.
it will work. And it did. It did. It just, again, I thought that in good faith, if we did a good job, that we would figure the business out later. And yeah, I mean, I think
All right, y'all. So while we're watching this, I'm going to do a little bit of research in the background and try to figure out what the beef is about, what's going on, and try to get us some clips to look at to get more context. But let's listen to what he has to say while I'm looking it up.
huge, one of FaZe's biggest problems, to tell you the truth, and I've thought obviously a lot about all this. I think that FaZe experienced success way too quickly and way too rapidly. Like these kids overnight and FaZe overnight were the biggest streamers on planet Earth. And what did that create? What kind of environment did that create? They just wanted to create content. They just wanted to stream. I remember these conversations so vividly, and we had them so often where that's where the
All right, so this is 7 months ago. This story right here, I just want to see what he's saying about it. So let's see what he's saying about FaZe clan destroyed by disturbing allegations. Because like I said, I don't know anything about anything. So let's figure it out.
Another allegation. This time, FaZe clan are in complete disarray. The things that took place yesterday between FaZe Rain, FaZe Banks, and the accused FaZe Temper was just absolutely insane. So this all started when FaZe Rain, ex-member of FaZe clan, went on stream saying that the reason he left was because there was some weirdo behavior in FaZe and that he didn't fuck with it.
I want to put everything to do with me and FaZe to rest, bro, because there's so much I haven't said. And honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know, everything. And I'm gonna collect my thoughts because I have
they've
my
been
memories. I remember
exposing
everything
for
and anything.
7
You know what I'm
months.
saying? And there's bad shit because a lot of people don't even know why I left FaZe. I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking pedophile involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck. I always stand for what's right. That was the final straw, bro.
And you know these guys got money to sue. You get $300,000 a month, they gonna definitely smack your ass with a few lawsuits. Good
That was
lawyers.
the final fucking straw. I've been fucked up over that pedo shit for like 2 years, bro.
That's
But I haven't said nothing about it. I haven't said shit. Somebody I grew up with, somebody I always loved.
And instantly people are trying to find out who is the freak? Who is this sick person that Rain is accusing? Well, everyone rushed to FaZe Banks saying that it was FaZe Banks and it had to be him. He responded with a 9-minute video talking about how it wasn't him and revealing that the person Rain is talking about is FaZe Temper.
First thing I'm gonna say in this video is I'm not a out. Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation, and that's why it's so heavy. I got a phone call about a year ago from FaZe Rain, or a text rather. He's kind of going off just about all the reasons why he's upset with FaZe, hates FaZe, doesn't fuck with FaZe, and he brings up that somebody's a and nobody gives a fuck and nobody wants to talk about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Call him. He's like, Banks, don't play dumb. We talked about this before. I'm like, Norton, pause. You're saying that FaZe Temper is a pedophile, which that is who he's talking about in the clip. And there's a story and we're gonna get into it. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy. That's our brother. This is who we started this FaZe shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norton and Tommy, or Norton and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously if Norton's gonna talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. So I patched Tommy and Apex in the call immediately, and we sit on this phone call and we talk for a long time. We were on the phone probably for at least an hour, maybe even fucking 2 hours on the phone talking about this. And Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, what the fuck are you talking about? Norton, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm on the fact that, no, you did say this. I do believe that you did this, whatever. This conversation I'm describing to you guys is a phone call from a year ago, but Tommy and FaZe Rain had a conversation between themselves years ago. I might be misremembering it, but I think it was 3-4 years ago they talked about this, and that's how long these guys have been sitting on that for. So this gets brought up years later. It's obviously a very heavy accusation.
Definitely.
Yeah, what can you do in that situation? The way we left that phone call off was, let's get to the bottom of this, let's handle it. I mean, Rain's talking about making videos, Rain's talking about this, and nobody's telling him not to. I mean, obviously, Tommy's like, bro, this isn't true, you're gonna fucking ruin my life. Tommy, for the record, is married, lives in the Midwest, has a kid, and is pretty much more or less off this internet shit. So, you know, the implications, the ramifications rather, this has on his life, it's life shattering. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked. And I don't, for the record, also, I don't necessarily have any reason to believe that Tommy is a predator, pedophile. If that were the case, I wouldn't be following him. He would not be my homie. I would have spoken about this to some degree or handled it to some degree to a point where I was satisfied with the result. But this was a thing between Norton and Tommy, and Tommy's response was, you're bugging, you're tripping. This is not true.
He says that there was some sort of phone call, but he doesn't remember. He doesn't believe that Tommy was a creep or a predator. So, you know, it kind of I came away from this video from Banks thinking that FaZe Rain was kind of lying or not telling the truth. This goes a lot further and deeper. But the way FaZe Banks describes it, and I think with what's come out now, is not full transparency, and we're going to find that out real quick. So after Banks' statement, Rain gets on stream to just fully air everything out now because he feels like Banks is lying. He is accusing Temper of sleeping with 2 16-year-old girls. If that's true,
do y'all wanna continue this video right here, or do y'all want to go back to the Adin Ross video? Let me know in the chats.
that is just fucked. That's Nancy behavior. You can try justify it, the classic, oh, Asia consent here, Asia consent. Yeah, you can do that, but if it's true, people are going to think you're a fucking nonce because that shit does not fly. This was Rain's response to Banks and airing everything out.
This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not going to lie, I had a threesome with 2 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that after I'm telling you the 3 rules I have to why I'll never have your back as a friend? On my mother's heartbeat, that's what he said. He looked me in the eyes and he said that. I told Banks and I told Apex immediately. I even told Lee Trink. I have text with fucking Lee Trink. Wow. It was right before everything fucking blew up with the SPAC and FaZe went public and whatnot. And he dropped me off home and we haven't talked since. That's why you guys were like, bro, why don't you play CS with? Why don't you play this with? I don't want to say it, bro. I feel fucking bad. I feel bad. I know it's wrong. I know what he did is wrong, but I just hope people can understand like what it's like to have somebody you've known for half your life that you love, that you hope that your kids would have been friends and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It made me sad, bro. It broke my fucking heart. I didn't even want to bring this up, Banks. I did it. I didn't even want to bring your name up in this, bro, but you made that video. I don't know if we're about to watch it a little bit, but it's just You lied in that video. You're making shit up. Bro, even that tweet that you posted under, I screenshot in case we delete it because I just don't trust you, bro. And I don't trust what you said there. You said some bullshit at the end of that tweet. What'd you say? You said, I'll pull it up here. Like you said, call concluded and Tommy didn't admit to it. Yes, he did. And you called me and you said, bro, this is so fucking bad. This is so fucking bad. He said he's gonna kill himself if this shit ever comes out. And that's why I feel extra fucking bad, bro. That's why I feel extra fucking bad.
Wow.
You told me he would kill himself if it came out. And you guilted me into not doing it. You guilted me into not saying it because you're like, if he kills himself, that's gonna be on you. And you made me feel horrible for that. So I don't know what the fuck to do, bro. And I had an epiphany yesterday, like, bro, why have I been holding this information for this guy for 2 years? But I know he doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a fuck about anything that happened. It's just I felt bad. Why do I always feel so bad for people?
Quite frankly, yeah, this is something people should know if it's true. Like, this is unacceptable. Well, Temper comes out firstly with this video calling out Rain, saying he's disgusting. His accusations are not true. How could he even do this?
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and to that my name is in the same breath as the
I
word
ain't gonna lie.
is
He
so
looked
sick,
like- he looked like he
twisted,
did it.
and insane. This is disgusting.
I don't even-
Anybody that knows me
Soon as
knows
I
I'm
see
not
his
that type
face,
of
I said
person.
he
I'm the
did it.
furthest thing from what you called me, and I will never be that person. It's so mind blowing that someone that I really built a brotherhood with, someone that I really considered a brother, that I invited to my baby shower, that I always looked after and took care. And then when you were going through your darkest days, I was there for you, and I was making sure that you were good. When you were in a wheelchair for 2 years, and like I was so gutted at the fact that like you couldn't walk again, and then all of a sudden you were able to walk again, and I was the happiest person in the room.
Wow.
There wasn't a single soul that was happier for you than me. Brother, I have known you since you were 14 years old, talking to me about when you were suicidal in these Skype chats, and I was there for you then. And I've been there for you this whole time. You talked about how I rated you the other day, even though when you first brought this up a year ago, and I believe that you brought it up just for money purposes, that you wanted money out of FaZe. Like you stated that a year ago in the conversation with me, Banks and Apex. You stated if you don't get paid that, you're going to air this out. That is blackmail.
Wow.
This is not like, you know who I am. You know the type of person I am. I am not what you called me. I'm fucking gutted, bro. And I'm pissed that you even put my name in that light, because now all I care about is my family, bro. Like my biggest concern is my family, my wife and my kid. Now my kid has to grow up and see this, then see that his father is in the same, that my name is in the same light as what you just called me.
And you know what's crazy about this situation is that, you know, when you get to this level of streaming, you know, you see he got these silver buttons, gold buttons in the background. When you get to this level of streaming and that's your main form of income, and then you got somebody that calls themselves being your friend, that's exposing you, and you know that they could just crush your whole empire. I couldn't imagine how that has to feel, because it's like, this could definitely end your career.
It's fucking sick. When I bring my son to school, right, and the other parents get to figure out who his
Reckless
dad
in
is,
the building.
and now they're associating me with that word. You don't even understand the levels of damage that you just inflicted into my life, into my family's life, into everything that I built. I have put my heart and my soul into FaZe Clan in ways that you and Banks and Apex know more than anybody. I brought you guys on because you guys deserved it, and I felt like you deserved it, and I broke bread with you completely. Split the company with you and made sure that you were good. And even at times where like you were trashing the company, I still stood out for you, and I still said he should still get paid. And I was looking out for you, you know? And I wanted you, and even throughout all this stuff, like in a way, I wanted you back in, even though you said this. And that just goes to show you my heart. You know, I'm disgusted by your actions, by the person you've become. You haven't always been this way. You're a really nice kid. I don't know what happened, what got into you.
You know, he's kind of just playing the,
You can't even, it's hard to say you got to watch who you get close to, because the people that have these type of accusations, a lot of times in my experience, they be the guys that are just like, hey man, you know, let's go do this. They want to be cool. They try to be really likable. They try to be really accessible. They want to bring a lot to the table because they know they got this weird stuff on their background. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't know when you meet somebody, you don't have x-ray vision into their mind or to their background. You know what I'm saying? And then you meet somebody, they're super cool. You know what I mean? They're a likable person. But I feel like that role is played because they know they got this stuff in the background. So they want to try to, you know, capture your friendship in your heart and your mind before you can, if it ever does come, you've already built up this relationship with them in your head. That's just my opinion. Let's keep going.
it's always there for you, Card. How can you do this to me? And denying any wrongdoing. It all comes crumbling down for FaZe Temper because the heat gets a bit too hot. Before we get into Temper's second response, Banks jumps on the stream with FaZe Rain, and they talk about this stuff, and it becomes quite clear that Rain's story has a lot more credibility than Banks was giving credit for in his initial response video.
You know what I'm saying?
The only two people that could possibly know what you guys said in that go to each other are you and Tommy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like, again.
No, but he did admit it in the call with us 4. He did. He did say, yeah, she was 17, the other one was watching.
Right.
Yeah. He talked about New York 17 law.
Yes.
I don't.
And you called me after and you said,
I just remember you guys arguing back and forth, and I just remember it being fucking crazy.
So there we get a
New York
confirmation from
17
Banks
laws.
that he did in fact hear that Temper slept with, now it's a 17-year-old, and Rain said the other one, who was either 17 or 16, was watching. This was not clearly portrayed in Banks' initial response, that he heard this. This was something that was actually talked about. And now on stream, we actually get someone else, Banks, another witness, who confirmed this conversation did take place. And FaZe Rain has had a history of, you know, I don't like saying it like this, but just for the sake of this, going off the rails a little bit and making these kind of sporadic videos, let's say. So it's a lot easier to cast doubt on him, which I felt Banks' initial response did. Whereas now, oh, we're getting to the bottom of things a little bit here.
he said it was a threesome with a 16-year-old. It was a single with a 17 and one was watching. God knows why he lied and said it was a threesome. God knows why. Especially when I'm telling him how fucking demonic and evil that shit is and how I'll never have your back. That's what he said. It's what he fucking said. Okay? So then he goes in the call that we had after with me, you, Apex, Tommy, and he said it was a 17-year-old. He admitted it, bro. He did. And then he said, if this shit ever comes out, bro, I have a kid now.
Hey,
I'm like,
listen.
oh, myself.
I ain't gonna
And he called
lie.
me after, you like, bro, you never talked
Hold
like
on,
that.
y'all.
Please don't do it, bro. I don't want to fucking...
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know nothing about these guys. I don't know nothing about who they are. But this guy seems like a nerd and a weirdo. He's not accused of nothing. He's accusing somebody of something. But I feel like you got something in your closet. Because you look weird and I don't like your face. Let's keep going.
I do remember that, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
And again,
true
bro,
that.
nobody...
It's all
Like, I get people are on your fucking dick, but they're wrong for that too, brother. There is absolutely zero proof on this man. He never told me anything of him doing any shit like that. We're talking about Tommy here.
So now we get more insight that apparently Temper was emotionally blackmailing them to not release anything. What we do have confirmation of is that Banks heard the phone calls. He was there. Temper did admit to sleeping with someone who was underage. So after Temper denied, you know, any wrongdoing, kind of trying to make Rain look bad for even touching on this, Temper gives his final response, which is a hell of a lot different to his initial response.
My private life is being aired out for public entertainment, and I'm being forced into an impossible situation. So now, one day, my children are going to see this video, and they're going to know about, you know, sexual experiences and the type.
Yeah, you did it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You definitely slept with that little girl, and that's crazy because you're like one of these weird guys. My sensitive situations are being exploited. Yeah, you did it, bro. You got the I'm guilty face. You know what I'm saying? You got the I touched her face. Let's keep going.
The person that I was before I met their mother. And let's just start at the top. So a lot of what Norton was saying of the type of person that I was is true. Not all of it. I was a reckless kid. I was very misguided. I was in and out of relationships. And I didn't know any better, right? And so one day, I met Emma, and Emma was the love of my life. Like this, I fell in love with this girl, and I wanted to marry this girl, and I never had wanted to marry anybody.
I ain't gonna lie, this is starting to sound more and more like PDF talk. We were in love, and it wasn't about the age. We were in love, and I fell in love with this girl, and I couldn't help how my heart felt. Bro, you make $300,000 a month. Go get a grown bitch. You're weird. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's weird. You're over here having sex with little girls and shit, and then you got all this bread, and you don't seem confident. Your face seems guilty. I'm gonna keep going, though.
Before that, I never wanted to get married, and I was just blown away. So this is the girl that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with.
See what I'm
but
saying?
Because of all the baggage that I had and all the shit that I went through and just the person that I was, I pushed her away. You know, she did not want to be with me, and she ended things.
He
and
is
that
so.
broke me and sent me
How
to
can you be this rich? You're not. Can I say this without being gay? You're not an ugly person. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy, no trap. So it's like you have bread. You're not just hella goofy looking. You know what I'm saying? Why are you so unconfident to where you feel like you have to try to manipulate a teenager? It's crazy.
dark place. Soon after that, I was just that lost soul again, going to parties, partying, and
Man, all of it, I'm sorry, man, but all of this just sounds like a bunch of excuses for why you're talking to little kids. I was mentally unstable. I had broken up with my girlfriend. I wasn't in a good place mentally. When I met this girl, she stole my heart and we fell in love. This is all PDF talk. You know what I'm trying to say? This is what I was wondering why my camera was just not where it needed to be. But anyway, yeah, this is PDF talk.
just being a fool. And then one day I go to New York, and I go to this club that's 21 plus, and I link up with a buddy there, and he invites a couple girls, and I end up going back with these girls.
Right.
We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17. And that's the age of consent in New York. But regardless, I was sick to my...
So he has so many fucking excuses in this fucking video. First, you found out after you had intercourse with the young lady that she was 17. Now, anytime you're dealing with a young person, you can tell, you can look in their face to see they're young. And when you're dealing with somebody that's that age, that young, not even 21, like you look hella young. How old are you, shorty? Oh, I'm 23, I'm 21, I'm 22. No, you're talking about a 17-year-old. So she's barely developing breast and pubic hairs at this point. And you didn't think to ask for a driver's license or nothing in your worth bag? No, you wanted to do that. That's what that was. Let's keep going.
Stomach. It was just extremely uncomfortable knowing that and thinking about the situation. And that was it. And so shortly after that, or however long after that, Emma and I got back together, and you know, I was fully working on myself and becoming a better man and
Reckless,
doing
can you
what I
share
had to
the
do to heal myself.
to the
And heal
group?
like all the trauma that I had and just work on myself on being a better man. And you know, not too long after that, I proposed. And a few months later, we found out she's pregnant, and now I realize I have a child on the way, so I have to put my self-growth in overdrive because my child does not deserve to live a life where he picks up the bad habits that I had growing up. And so
this guy, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's one of these manipulator types. You know what I'm saying? He's using everything he can use in his life as an excuse of why he did what he did and why he, you know, they shouldn't tell people what he did and why he should be allowed to just sweep this under the rug and be quiet about it. And I don't like him. I don't like you, sir. Let's keep going.
the last few years of my life have been on super fixated on just becoming a better man, husband, and father. That's been my number one focus, and it's something that I needed for myself. And you know, I wish that I started earlier. I wish that I didn't put the love of my life through all the things that I put her through, and you know, and then that was it. So this allegation of me being called a pedophile is fucking insane. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not a pedophile or even anything close to that.
Stop using that word,
himself.
sir.
So
Making me mad.
This is something that is going to follow me around forever, and it's just sick because people on the internet will take things and twist it into something that it isn't, and just keep running with it. And now I just have to deal with the repercussions, you know.
Yeah, till 17, and he was a lot older. I don't know the exact age he was. It's kind of not been shared or like clearly stated, but Temper's 32 years old, and they are saying this was told a couple years ago, at least 3 or 4 years ago. So even being generous, he was around 28 years old, sleeping with a 17-year-old, which to me, that is creepy behavior. Now, he has a story that he was in his 21 plus club. You know, these girls were in the club and he didn't know because he assumed they're 21. Like, stuff like this, you need to check, you need to see. And because Temper like lied and came out of that response trying to make Rain out to like not be credible, I don't know how much I believe Temper's story now, especially because apparently he told Rain first.
And so I'll give him a little bit of leeway on that part of it, because you would think that if you're in a 21 and up club, you know, you're legal. So, and I've been in situations where like that, where it's like, you know, you see somebody that's looking decent and you like, I don't know, she looking kind of young though. But you like, shit, you can't even be in this club. Like, they sell liquor in here. So she can't even be in here if she's not of age. But I don't know. I'm not giving them no excuses. Let's keep going.
He had a 3-way with 2 underage girls, and now it's just 1 underage. You know,
Right,
there's
it
so
is,
much
yeah.
here now that's
It is
muddied,
shifting.
and you know you can't. There's never going to be any proof. So it's just, you know, Temper versus Rain. However, what we do know is that Rain was telling this story that has been confirmed by FaZe Banks and now confirmed by Temper. Whereas if Temper had it his way and certain details didn't come out, Temper wouldn't have done anything or even admitted this. Now,
All right, so let's get back to Adin Ross talking about the FaZe clan, because I just wanted to know, I keep hearing these guys' name. My bad. I keep hearing these guys' name, but I don't know what they do and who they are, but I know that they're like factors in the streaming world. So let's keep going.
Alignment was, it was like, hey guys, can we sit down? Can we talk about business?
Wait,
I'm a
jeez.
guy who, like, I wish that I focused more on like building content IP or dropping a product with Rice
Yeah.
Gum and Alyssa and
What are
Summer
your
Rae.
thoughts on
I'd
this?
be way better off. Like, we
Yeah,
missed the
you
mark
just
on
asked
that.
that.
All
They
I
didn't
cared
get
about
fat.
was the day-to-day YouTube vlogs
Sorry,
and
like
our
my
content
steak and
branding when we
noodles.
were young. And I tried to extend that experience to these guys and have these conversations about building business.
Is
But
it
they
announcing
just-
your coin,
They're
dude?
kids and they want to fucking dream, and that's
No.
not a problem.
no.
That's not an issue. That's what you guys want. That's what they want. But it's not necessarily what the company needed or what we
Foreskin
wanted, right?
noodles.
So that's where shit starts to get messy. And then again, from our POV,
No
and I'm
point,
somewhere in the
GG,
middle. Like, I'm happy. I consider this last era of FaZe one of the best moments in spans of my entire life. And I will always appreciate these kids, and I will always appreciate you guys for that stretch of time in that moment. It was a very important moment in my life.
You're so
And
weird, Jordan.
yeah, it means the world. But I promise these partners a successful business as well. So
CA. Bro,
money and doing very well, and that's great. But then you look at, you know, the FaZe accounts, and they're bleeding, they're hemorrhaging, like we're dying. And it's like, well, we need to figure out the business. We need to figure out the business. And a month goes by, and then 6 months goes by, and then a year goes by, and before you know it, you're fucking millions of dollars in the hole. But everyone's telling you how great it all is. But it's not sustainable, and it can't work, right? So, yeah, and that's 100% my fault, period. That was my job to figure that out, and I cared more about Twitter and more about the content and more about the brand stuff. And we crushed that part, but it was all for nothing. And again, the irony is that it put FaZe, when it was all said and done, in a much worse spot, which is crazy. And yeah, that's probably the biggest L I've ever taken in my life. And that's, you know, it's you live and you learn, and you try to be better, and you try to move forward. What else?
Let's see what else is going on.
I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense, by the way. I don't know if I sound fried. Hopefully you guys are hearing me. Yeah. So yeah, that goes without saying. I listen, I wish these guys nothing but the best, genuinely.
I'm gonna be honest,
All
to
of
me,
them,
I don't
every
understand.
last
I'm
one of them.
retarded, though.
I know shit
I don't
got
know what is going on.
weird
I thought this
toward
was
the end
I
and
don't know.
emotional, and
You're weird. What
yeah,
do you
that's
expect?
another huge thing that I just want to like speak on is I love this shit. I live for this shit. And we're gonna get into all that, and you guys are gonna see what's next and what I'm doing and where my head's at, and who I really am. I love working with talent. I love investing in people. I love investing in the future. I love taking some.
Oh, so you're a trick. That's what that means. All right. So I thought he was gonna be saying more in this. Hopefully, maybe he'll get into more exposing. But let's look at this real quick. I want to know more about these
illegal
people.
controversies, and their entire team falling apart till they were worth $0, with all their biggest names leaving. I officially left FaZe Clan. This is the entire history of FaZe. Now, alright, all legendary stories have a beginning, and for FaZe, that came during early 2010 while Call of Duty was absolutely taking over the internet. A player named FaZe Clips decided to take his FaZe tag and turn it into a whole team alongside a guy named Resistance and another guy named Housecat. Then after creating their YouTube channel with this masterpiece of an intro, they went on to post this montage of sorry ass shots even I could hit.
You're on your game own. Sleep.
Now, alright, with ass content all around, and you probably thinking, okay, who the fuck even are any of these people? FaZe wasn't much
Yeah, I
yet,
don't know.
but all that was about to change with some of their biggest moves ever just a
don't know
few
none of
months
these
later.
guys.
In August of 2010, Tommy Oliveira, aka Temper, became FaZe Temper.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's FaZe Temper.
And Tommy immediately became the face of the team, because, well, he actually had a face worth showing on screen, and began pioneering FaZe's recruitment of top trick shotters in the entire world. He helped recruit FaZe Tico, FaZe Fakey,
Oh my god, you just did a fucking quad! You just did a fucking quad!
Of course, FaZe Apex.
No.
And now, FaZe transformed into a trick-shotting team specializing in hitting the most creative no-scopes, 360s,
My clips away.
and kill feeds. Clips like those were also why 2011 was about to become FaZe's biggest year yet, because they were also growing
so
into
these
something
are
bigger
like
than
some
just a
video
trick-shotting team.
gamers.
They were setting the culture. Their players didn't just hit the craziest shots. Their montages also had the best music, editing, and all that along with having the biggest personalities in the entire gaming space. In just 1 year, they brought the FaZe YouTube channel from 50k subs all the way up to 500k, all while getting views like this that were absolutely unheard of for gaming channels at the time. Even success like that was about to be nothing compared to what turned FaZe into a near billion-dollar company. That started with who joined the squad next.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's FaZe Bags.
What's up, guys? FaZe Rug here. What's up, guys? FaZe Adapt here.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Northern Chat, FaZe Rain.
FaZe Rug, Rain.
So with that being known that this is a $1 billion business, that gives that guy a lot of motive to get one of the members, or you know, somebody, another split. Say you got a 1 in 5 split, and then you get rid of one member. Now you're getting 25%. I mean, hey, 25% of $1 billion is a lot of motive to smut somebody out. But let's keep going.
Adapt, and of course Banks, are just gonna become some of the most iconic FaZe members of all time. All while their new additions help boost FaZe's fan base by the minute, bringing them all the way up to a now massive 2 million subscribers. At the same time, FaZe wasn't taking fans like those for granted, which is why they launched their first of many hype recruitment challenges, FaZe 5, where everybody in the community could make their own applications to now have a chance at actually becoming FaZe. But on top of the endless hype and thousands upon thousands of other FaZe 5 applications, that was definitely not the only big change that FaZe was making. They also decided to become more than just trick shotters by creating a professional Call of Duty esports team. And being as big of a name as FaZe was, they were instantly able to participate in their first in-person tournament, MLG Anaheim 2013, that would end up sparking something special.
This is Anaheim. So what's up, dog? This is one of our fans. His name is Logan. Say what's up, man.
You drew this? You drew this. Letter on the back. It's off.
Sweeping Optic 3-0 in the UMG Dallas Finals.
All right, so basically, they're gamers. All right, now I know. Let's keep moving.
Somebody who I think has potential and dragging that potential to the surface and connecting it with other pieces and other people who I also think have potential. And I feel like I've done this successfully my whole career. I haven't been able to figure the business part out. I'm also on a bunch of other things, and I'm an emotional mess as well. I'm an extremely passionate, extremely emotional person. I'm 0 or 100. If I'm in something, if I'm doing it, I'm all in. And anybody that's followed my career and knows me, especially personally, knows that's what it is. The last 6 months, I've been healthy, walking, I'm sober, and I'm hard committed to this shit. And before that, I was a fucking fat drug addict who ate McDonald's every day. It's like one or the other, and that's just who he is. And
I'm gonna work.
It's hard. This is one of the. This is really. What I've struggled with most, because it's hard for me to apologize for being passionate and emotional, because I feel like that's like part of the magic and that's part of the success. Like, I don't think that any of this FaZe shit could have happened without that piece. You know what I mean? So it's like, I see tweets like, you ruined FaZe, and I'll take that. Sure, we can call it that, and I can take that. But I feel like if that's true, then it must be true that I'm the reason why FaZe has continued.
Who do you guys think ruined FaZe?
Why the reason why we all came together in the last 2 years as well. So it's like,
I'll take it.
I don't know. It's like just one of those things where I just wish people could be happy that it happened rather than being sad that it's over, if that makes sense.
All right.
And it's never over. This FaZe shit, as long as I'm alive and breathing, it's never over. I know I was really bummed out the way everything ended, and I made some whack ass.
So how I'm gonna be doing these lives now? I'm gonna be keeping them real short. I'm gonna be ending them and then sparking up another live right after it. So after this topic goes off, I'm gonna end this live and then I'll be sparking up another new live right after that. Let's keep going.
Tweet about this shit's over, I'm done.
But if you're on the green app or the purple app, y'all will be uninterrupted. Let's keep moving.
Poor me, boo-hoo, and I really regret that. But another thing I regret is obviously the misalignment, the emotional shit, but I wish that I was just more myself with you guys. I played this role, I played this character, and I'm not a fucking streamer. I quit making content 7-8 years ago. I'm on a fucking live stream right now, and I'm about to show you guys, and I'm about to start streaming, and I'm about to get back in front of a camera after 7 or 8 years. And I know you guys remember when we first started doing this, when the sentiment was positive, I would enter a fucking frame of a chat and watch the chat spam W Aura. And I didn't give a fuck then the same way I don't give a fuck now when they spam L Banks, because you know me the same. You don't know that guy, and you don't know this guy, but I want you to. And honestly, I need you to. That's the biggest thing. I wish I just wish I documented it and just stated more clearly like my intent and these thoughts and all this shit. Just more direct and more open. Like, I just want to be more open. I feel like just the way the internet is now, if I'm going to exist in this market, I have to be, because otherwise my words are twisted, narratives spin fly out of control. And it's like, you guys got to understand how painful it's been for me, where my name carries this like weight the same as like the biggest streamers in the world, and it gets farmed the same way. And like, I'm like a character in this thing, but I have no mouthpiece. I have no platform. Like, I have no chance to respond or engage in the conversation. And what I mean by that is, like, something pops up, a tweet goes live about Stable Ronaldo doing some shit, and it's not true. He can just mark up, go live, and let you guys know. And he has a community and a chat who will flock for him and hide for him and make sure that people know what it is. And I've never had that. And I've always been, the truth is, I've been afraid to do content because I don't love it. You know what I mean? I never really loved that part of it. I think I'm traumatized, PTSD, me and Alyssa's relationship. I think just being under a microscope and during that time was so much different. Like, it was just so insane. Like, I don't know. It's very important. And I don't know. I hope people consider and see that, obviously, when you guys are spamming W Aura and FaZe is at its peak subathon, I could have started a live stream. I could have became a streamer then and probably, ran with a successful streaming career. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? And I'm doing it now at a rock bottom. And I like that. You know what I mean? And the reason for that is I'm about to show you guys what I've been working on. And I am going to continue working with talent. I'm going to continue investing in people in the future. And
I was literally about to end your shit. So I'm glad you got something to say. Let's keep going, y'all. Hopefully you got something to say.
Trying to be the best version of myself, optimal human, and be successful, and be happy and be healthy. And
he's announcing a new phase.
As far as phase is concerned, like, I have ideas. I have a vision. I have a plan. The sad and boring truth is, I did step down as CEO when all that happened, months before Christmas and months before the shit ended. And just a quick cliff notes on that. It was when all the Adin Ross drama was happening, and these kids called me and they're like, "Hey, we'd like you to publicly step down as CEO." And I flipped out. I'm getting hammered on Twitter, and they're like, "We want you to publicly step down from CEO, but still keep working, still keep whatever." And there's no love lost. It's no hard feelings. I'm over it. But like, in that moment, I was definitely not cool with that. And I basically told everybody, "Go fuck yourself. I'm done." And I stopped being paid as the CEO, and I stopped working as the CEO.
Your fault.
And I lost that role. I stepped away from that.
We're over, but he got caught talking shit behind my back, and y'all literally just like all exposed it. Like, how am I getting blamed for that? Like, what? Like, Caesar, like, dude,
out of my pocket. It's like $70,000.
I forgot you did that one. God, I forgot.
And you gotta take accountability for your actions. If you step down and they were willing to let you still work and be paid, it just not be in the position on paper, that was your fault. You chose to do that.
Stressed out. It's a fucking day. We're in the sun, production, whatever. And I open up Twitter and I start getting fucking railed about FaZe sent notices of damages and the boys owe all this money, and I'm seeing my face next to fucking on Twitter, and it's like all my fault. And I have no idea what's going on. No clue, but it's my fault, So, yeah, I'm confident in the future. I'm confident in myself, and I just want to be the first one to say it. And I just want to go on record that I'm going to do it again and again and again, as many times as I need to. And I fully believe in it, and it's going to work, and it's going to be successful, even in the face of a million people telling me that it's not and that it's over. It's funny because the overwhelming, like, the negative sentiment yesterday was generally like, it's over, pack it up, FaZe is dead. And I heard people have said this before a few different times.
And I want to say, it's crazy that I chose to do this story right here, right? Because this is kind of how I was feeling this morning. I was like, man, dang, I've been successful with podcasts 2, 3, 4, 5 different times, right? Different phases through my podcasting career. And again, it's another it's like another little blip. Like, okay, I've done it before, gonna do it again. And that's what he's saying. And I feel like it's certain people that just got that it factor, that got that talent to where it's like, hey man, You can put me down to the bottom again. I'm gonna come right back up, and maybe that's who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? Is he one of these? You can't hold him down, guys. I'm eager to see if he is able to recreate something successful and duplicate his success again.
Times in FaZe's history, but the one that sticks out the most is when we announced Max, Jason, Lacey, and Silky, and we unveiled the new FaZe. I saw that little backpack meme hanging on by a thread 1,000 times during that, and I said the same thing then that I'm saying now. Just watch. And on that note, yeah, I've heard all kinds of ideas and stuff, the powers that be, what FaZe is gonna do, and I've heard everything from Vice style community channels to this to that, and I think it's all. And I'm just again gonna go on the record right now and say, for what it's worth, for what I believe, I think that FaZe should always be a group of friends who are performing.
Wait, they started a new group?
That's what it's always been.
No way.
It always should be, and that's clearly what people care about.
Yo.
You know, we have GTA right around the corner coming up at the end of the year. FaZe also just so happens to be one of the biggest gaming brands on planet Earth, if not the biggest.
They started a new group.
I don't know. I just 1 + 1 is 2, and that's where my head's at. And if I'm ever left to make any decisions on behalf of what's next with FaZe,
yo, and they waited for a stream to come out.
Just telling you guys.
Yo.
I'll have that opportunity.
So
core, create,
I guess
run everything.
FaZe isn't something that I can be keeping up with because I don't play video games. I'm not good at these video games that they're playing, especially Call of Duty, and I know they're at a different level of it. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be covering FaZe that much, but let's keep going.
So they started a new org, geez.
Wait, it's them though, right?
Yeah, like it's their shit. They made their own shit.
Yo, that is fire. What the fuck?
I fucked it.
And they added Marlon. Finally.
Fuck, I hope I got it all.
Good for them, bro.
What? Oh my god, that is W.
Not trying to wait. That's good.
Where's Pike Boy Max? No PBM?
Yeah, I gotta figure out all this stuff.
I won't lie.
Fuck, man.
I
We
got
got core.
I'm glad they did wait for him to go live and do it though. That is crazy. But that's just what it is.
Fuck, man, we got core. We got Maiden coming up too. This is about to be a good day.
I've talked to a few of the guys over the last few months.
I hate AI BJs, and then you got me like just losing all my money on AI BJ. This shit's so scam. Worst game ever.
I hope that someday,
Wait.
they can feel the same this way, and we can, what we did was special, and the intentions were always good.
They announced everything.
And yeah, I'm sorry to everybody.
Wait, but you gotta work on your originals.
It's really sucks.
Core,
And
need.
It's so scam.
Y'all
We're
are
gonna make
hate
it better, and we're gonna put our best foot forward, and we're gonna learn, and we're gonna
What do y'all not fuck with the name?
God
Yeah,
bless
hey.
you all. I've been sober for 3 years. I walk 10 miles a day.
What do you not like the name? They're already a group.
I've been
It's
very
cool.
much to myself over the last few months, and just thinking a lot about life, a lot about what I want. I'm 40
You
years
can do
old.
that when you
I have
get
no
money.
wife. I have no kids.
Jesus
and
Christ.
yeah, you guys remind me 35 times a day. But yeah, without further ado, I think I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on. It's a brand new show. It's gonna be live
Okay.
every Thursday, 1 p.m. PST. Here on
Rainbet is.
Twitch
I added that
FaZe
bro.
Banks,
I can't with this
and
fucking website.
Wait, you're
anymore.
gonna get to it.
everything
It's
that I
gonna
do moving forward
announce.
will likely be announced, and the news will be broken
Legal, let me
on
know
the
what you
show.
lost.
So,
How
including FaZe,
21's you shit website?
I might fucking never get.
Holy
the opportunity again, but if I do,
Like this is actually getting to a fucking point.
follow, do whatever. I don't know what the fuck
China.
the program is for Twitch, but yeah. Hopefully you guys heard me.
Jesus, you just got
The last
bailed.
thing I
You
will
got
say
20.
is
What are you talking
over the
about?
last year,
I lost my last
just
10 hands on this shit.
that
All
you guys can see
21s.
inside my brain and inside my heart. Hopefully I did a good job, and I really did. I spoke from the chest and the heart today. And thank you guys once again for caring and being here. Stick around through the show. End of the show, we got a little bit more FaZe news, and we're gonna get deeper into the vision, the GTA stuff, the new members, all that shit. So yeah, stick around till the end of the show. It should run probably. Yeah, just stick around. We're gonna do that.
All right.
Should we go? Should we switch to the countdown now?
Let's do it. Let me see what it is. Not financial advice. Wait, what?
Yeah, GG's pre-crypto coin.
Wait, investment. Nah, wait. Offer, buy, sell, or hold any security, asset, or financial instrument. All be.
Huh. What is he about to announce? A coin? I keep wanting to leave this video, but I'm like, what are they doing?
Dude just came in my chat and said what it is.
Wait, hold on.
About investing in yourself, where we feel an overwhelming majority of young men today are in a losing position. How are we positioned? Find out today and every Thursday at 1 p.m. PST live on twitch.tv/FaZe Banks, baby. Yes. And we're also live on Twitter. I'm here with my co-host right now, Z. We're streaming from his Twitter as well. We're global.
Oh, there it is, dude.
That is Zion
What?
or
Weird.
Answer.
Why
prediction.
is
It's a prediction.
Stop. No, it's not. She's very, like,
Yes,
bro.
it is. Two just came in my chat and said it's a prediction market. You know.
Genius, finance,
Bro,
tech
Jesus.
guru.
Sorry, my life.
He's big brain. I'm little brain. I'm the content creative media guy, attention, 50 years old. And he's a little bit younger, a little bit taller, a little bit slimmer, and a little bit richer. And he's going to make sure that we make a fuck ton of money. And I'm going to make sure that we, keep our finger and our pulse on culture and media. Listen, you open up Twitter now and everything's cooked. Politics is cooked. Crypto's dead. Dating's fried. Everyone's in
It's market bubble. It's the two-cent market bubble. It's the new home for the
AI is
prediction
killing for
market
your jobs,
discourse.
your wives, your
What do you
kids.
mean?
You're
Like
fried.
they're dropping like a prediction market.
You need three things, okay? Money, dirt, attention, or at minimum, you need to understand attention and attention economy and how that shit all works. And three, the third thing is AI literacy. These three things we believe are going to hold value and likely increase in their value over the next 5 to 10 years. Because let's face it, the future is bleak. While we're long-term optimistic on AI, we think this thing's going to cure cancer and solve world hunger and dramatically increase the quality of life for the average person. In the next 5 to 10 years, shit could get dark. If you're a paralegal in your last semester of law school and you owe $400,000 in college debt, and Claude does your job better than you, and ChatGPT does your job better than you, you are my brother. So again, money, attention, AI, that's what the show's about. That's what the show means to me. That is the whole entire point. It's important to have a point, and that's our point, and that's who the show's for. So all you need to do to watch and to listen and to be a part of this, because we're curating a community of winners and people who desire to be great, and that's exactly it. A willingness to be the most optimal, best version of yourself. That's what the show is. That's who it's for. Go follow the Twitter, follow the Twitch, whatever. Thursdays, 1 p.m. That's my intro. Z, what does the show mean to you? Properly introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and why the fuck you're the GOAT.
What's popping? What's good? I'm Ansem. I'm a trader. I'm an engineer. I'm an entrepreneur. Honestly, man, I love marketing. I love the internet. I've made nearly all of my money being early to trends.
Why am I weird?
No, because you're literally like weird,
and so
bro.
that's the main thing I want to do on the show. I want to look at where the internet is going, look at where markets are going, look at what I'm researching and what I'm looking at.
Advice.
And yeah, be able to share that information. It's really important to me because you guys probably know me.
Dude, you are like,
I don't know.
No,
why are you coming at me? Like, what did I do? Like, you're trying like my dick? What the fuck's going on?
Because there were a ton of people who were really important in my learning process.
Yes, he does. Stop hating.
All of the YouTube videos he was putting out early, all the information he was putting out on Twitter, Kobe, all the information he was putting out. I don't know the pyramid.
This is
like me and like, I don't even know how to explain. Yeah, this is me and you, Jesus.
Crazy altcoins underneath that.
So market bubble.
But
So
yeah,
it's like a
there were
podcast.
people online.
All right, listen. Here's my take on this whole thing. Like, I want everyone to understand. In no way, shape, or form am I hating. I just think that his first stream back, he should have came and kind of just tried to speak on like new beginnings and stuff. It was good how he did that. The intro was great. But I just think that like the way it was launched, people now have this misconception that like because of the last shit that happened that made them fall out. That's the problem.